It's pretty insane when you go back and look and see how quickly things changed in the entertainment industry. These shows that were massively popular, the most popular shows on television that everyone was watching. Now here we are, less than 2 decades later. Now they're considered offensive by some people. And now Jennifer Aniston, the stars of one of those shows, Friends, is coming out and saying exactly that. And this story went viral yesterday because in a big way, she's right about some of these people. The fact that woke activists have so quickly gaslit people into believing that the things that were said in Friends or the things that were said in The Office or all these massive hit popular shows, that it's too offensive for modern day. Those people actually do exist out there, and it's pathetic. Jennifer Aniston says there's a whole generation of people who finds Friends offensive. Now it's a little tricky because you have to be careful, the actress said. And we have seen in recent years Friends come under attack, and a lot of the creators and a lot of the people involved with it say, you know what, it was wrong that we didn't include this. We should have been more diverse. We should have known better. We were propping up this terrible system. Whenever you give these woke activists an inch, they will try to take a mile. Whenever they sense blood in the water, they'll try to push and push and push for you to bend the knee just a little bit more. But this is what Jennifer Aniston's saying about Gen Z and how they feel about what was the biggest show on TV at the time. Jennifer Aniston recently opened up about how comedy has changed in the decades since Friends aired. Keep in mind, it's less than 2 decades ago. It's less than 20 years ago that Friends was on the air. I think the final season was like 2004 or something like that. So it's not that far removed from it. While promoting her upcoming film Murder Mystery 2, Aniston explained, comedy is more complicated today than it used to be. Now it's a little tricky because you have to be very careful, which makes it really hard for comedians because the beauty of comedy is we make fun of ourselves, make fun of life. Yeah, that's literally what comedy is all about. And whenever you decide, hey, there's a chosen group of people out there, this group of people, these people identify as this type of pronoun, we're not allowed to make fun of them, comedy ceases. As soon as you're not allowed to make fun of certain groups of people because that's not okay, comedy is dead. That's just a reality. She continued, you could joke about a bigot and have a laugh. That was hysterical. And it was about educating people how ridiculous some things were. And now we're not allowed to do that. The actress then switched her focus to Friends specifically, pointing out when the show was airing in the 90s, it was funny and people looked past some of the potentially more controversial takes the sitcom had. There's a whole generation of people, kids, who are now going back to episodes of Friends and find them offensive. There were things that were never intentional and others, well, we should have thought it through, but I don't think there's a sensitivity like there is now. Everybody needs funny. The world needs humor. We can't take ourselves too seriously, especially in the United States. Everyone is far too divided. And I guarantee that even though she put the caveat out there of, some things we probably wouldn't have done today, but at that point it was funny. She's probably still going to get attacked for things like that. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say it's a whole generation of people that find it offensive. I think there are very vocal, very woke parts of that generation that will get all the headlines that the mainstream media, the activist media will push out there. I don't think it's probably the entire generation, but yeah, you can't deny there's a lot of people out there that are looking to pick these things apart. Things like The Office, things like Friends, things like Seinfeld, these things that were like the most popular shows in the day that people didn't have a fucking problem with, that it was funny. They're now trying to go back and cancel those things. You've had people come out in recent years, other members of the cast of Friends that have said, yeah, if they remade this now, there's no way they do an all-white cast. There's no way in hell they'd make an all-white cast. And you've heard that from other people as well. Even when they did the reunion special on was that HBO Max? Friends, the reunion under fire for lack of black celebrity guests. Literally nothing they can do. It is not okay. People are so triggered that this show is this popular with an all-white cast now that we're in current day. And Jennifer Aniston brings up a lot of good points in what she's saying. You should be able to make fun of each other. You should be able to poke fun at things. You should be able to point at something and say how ridiculous that is, whatever it may be, all for the sake of humor. That's what comedy is about. But that's no longer okay because the activists have completely taken over the entertainment industry. The mainstream media, the enemy of the people, will try to gaslight everyone into believing this fringe minority of people who are trying to say that they're offended by it. And the entire point of both of those things combined is that it makes for an entertainment industry that is no longer going to, take a step this way or that way. They're going to try to be as non-offensive as possible, promote as much woke ideology as humanly possible. and just further this narrative. And that's why so much of current day entertainment just continues to be woke, hot garbage. What do you guys think of Jennifer Aniston's comments about Friends, about how some people think it's offensive nowadays? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.